Hey, it's Amy with Dentsply Sirona. We're finishing out this series on Connect Software 5. In this video, we're going to go through the Connect phase where we're going to send the case off. So we have finished everything in the model phase. We've moved forward and now it wants us to log in to our Connect Case Center account. So I've entered the username and password and I'm just going to click on Login. What we're going to see first is it's going to actually load the case and sort of zip it closed where it's a small enough file to be sent easily. So here is the summary of what we did in the administration phase. Down here our case has been successfully uploaded and now we're going to go to enter order data. So on this page, this is basically our virtual lab slip. So we're going to make sure that we're not anonymizing the patient so that the lab gets the patient name. We do have to tell it if the patient is male or female. So I'll click that. Notice the little gold star there. We need to tell it which lab we're going to. This is my dummy lab here, so I'm going to select Willis Dental Care Lab. I need to enter the additional instructions of the purchaser. So this is where you're going to enter the text. You know, if we were ordering a PFM for this restoration, we would put in here what we would normally write on our lab slip. Please fabricate PFM with final shade of A2, A3 at the cervical third, translucency in the cusp tips, whatever you would normally write in your lab slip. That's what you're going to write in the additional instructions of the purchaser. I'm just going to put test in here for demonstration purposes. But whatever you would write on that lab slip. Then again, there's another little star down here for return date and time. My advice is go ahead and do, if your normal is 2 weeks, go ahead and do that. What you're going to see is that these digital cases are going to routinely come back much faster. And once that sort of gets set in a rhythm, you know, if you're getting them back in 4 days or in 1 week, you can start to adjust this time. But since we're just switching, let's just keep it to what we normally do. So if that's 2 weeks, we'll select 2 weeks from today, and then if there's a certain delivery time, it's going to default to 7 a.m. But if there's a certain delivery time on that day that you need the case by, you can certainly come down here and say, I need it by 9:30. We can select that, and then we're ready to add it to cart. So this is just like a shopping cart. So you're going to see all the cases that I have pending that I have not sent off here. But the case that we have ready to send, the case we've been working on, is this case. We're sending it to this lab. It has 13 days remaining to get it back to us, and it's been uploaded 100%. So if I'm ready to send, I make sure that only the case that I'm ready to send is selected. I can select multiples if I'd like to. If I'm ready to send multiple cases, I can select those. But I'm only going to send this one case. I will submit cart. And this is just sort of a final check that the billing address and shipping address is the correct. The software auto-populates an order number that goes to the lab. The patient's name is there, the recipient, and the return date. I enter my username one last time, and I'm going to click on commission. So once I click commission, now it shows me that that has been commissioned and sent to my lab, and I'm ready to start my next case. So that concludes this series on Connect Software 5.